Hello and welcome to the first episode of our Luxury News Show, an online programme designed to highlight some of the latest developments in the world of luxury and lifestyle. To start things off, let's take a look at what's happening in the luxury and sports car sector. As some of you will know, Alpine, the renowned French sports car brand, is back and with a bang. Alpine is best known for its motorsport endeavours, particularly in the 1960s and 1970s. In 1973, it was acquired by the Renault Group and has pretty much remained on the back burner since then. In the 1980s and 1990s, Alpine Renault did launch models such as the A310 and A610, which sold in small numbers. Since then, not much has been heard from the brand over the past 2 decades. That is, until now. Since the beginning of the year, Alpine's been teasing us with images of a very sporty looking 2-seater coupe, a car called the A110. To relaunch the brand, 1,955 cars were built, reflecting the year Alpine was founded, 1955, and offered at a very competitive price of €58,500. This car has an awful lot going for it: competitive price and unique and sexy looks. Although not the quickest car off the blocks, the A110 is certainly no slouch. 62 miles per hour takes 4.5 seconds. It also has low CO2 emissions and amazingly does a combined 46.3 miles per gallon. That's pretty economical for a petrol sports car. To reserve one of these cars, you needed to place a refundable deposit via the dedicated Alpine mobile app. If you're watching this video, I'm sorry, you're too late. It took just 5 days from launch for the whole allocation to be snapped up. This car will no doubt become a classic of the future. At long last, BMW has unveiled an i8 Roadster you can buy, and it's hardly changed from the concept version seen a few years ago. The Roadster not only looks great, but has an ultra-quiet electric hood which closes in only 16 seconds at speeds up to 31 miles per hour. The combined MPG for the Roadster is 134.5, which is quite a way short of the new coupe, which gets almost bang on 150 miles per gallon. In the EU test cycle, on just electric power, the new BMW i8 Roadster has a maximum range of 33 miles, with the coupe at 34 miles. These figures are still 50% more than the previous i8 model. Order books open in January 2018, and the price in the UK will be £124,000 for the Roadster and £112,000 for the coupe. At the beginning of December, Lamborghini finally launched the URUS, a 4-wheel drive supersport utility vehicle. This is a car seeking to create a new niche in the luxury motoring sector. The name of the car might seem a little odd, but it does tie into the Lamborghini brand. The URUS, also known as Aurochs, is one of the large wild ancestors of the domestic cattle we see today. Actually, the Spanish fighting bull, as bred for the past 500 years, is still very close to the URUS in its appearance. Lamborghini's URUS is attempting to be all things to everyone in one very smart looking package. It has a low-line coupe style, high ground clearance, luxurious interior. It even has cup holders, along with lots of the latest motoring tech you would expect to find in a high-end car. The URUS does promise a lot: easy driving in the city, maximum comfort during long journeys, super sports car dynamics on the road and track, and versatile off-road abilities in a range of environments. The URUS features a 4-litre V8 twin-turbo engine delivering 650 horsepower at 6,000 RPM and 850 Nm of torque at 2,250 RPM. With 162.7 horsepower per litre, the URUS has one of the highest specific power outputs in its class. Performance can best be described as stunning in a car of this type. 0 to 62 miles per hour takes 3.6 seconds, 0 to 124 miles per hour 12.8, and it goes on to a top speed of 190 miles per hour. It is the fastest SUV currently available. The price is €171,000 in Europe, £131,000 in the UK, and $200,000 in the US. It's not only new cars proving to be popular, demand for classics still remains strong. At the recent Classic Car Auctions December sale, 80% of the cars on offer were sold, including a 1989 911 Carrera Supersport SSE. Now this sold for £71,500, which was more than £11,000 over its lower estimate. it was the same story across the pond. At the Mecum Collector's Car Auction in Kansas City, 391 vehicles were sold for an overall total of $8.2 million, including a 2005 Ford GT which fetched a massive $265,000. In the world of horology and jewellery, the Tropical Bird Repeater, a new creation in the Jacques Dreux Automata collection, was revealed for the first time in Europe at the Grand Hotel Kempinski Geneva. Aside from the first-class hospitality and the unveiling of the watch, guests were treated to a demonstration of miniature painting on an enamelled watch face by one of the artists who conceptualised the Tropical Bird Repeater. If you don't know what Jacques Dreux does, then some of you will be in for a treat. They are, in the simplest of terms, mechanical wonders. Only 8 examples of this watch was produced, and it has taken timepieces to a mechanical level only brands such as Zenith and their Academy have come close to replicating in the past. So what makes this watch so special? When you look at the face, you're greeted with a tropical landscape featuring a waterfall and a hummingbird's wings beating at 40 times per second, an international first. You will also see birds of paradise, a peacock displaying its plumage, leaves spreading to reveal a toucan opening its beak, and 3 dragonflies with phosphorescent wings. With 7 realistic animations, the hand-sculpted and hand-engraved details truly showcases the mastery of Jacques Dreux. In addition to this, the minute repeater can chime on the hour, the quarter hour, and on the minute on demand, through vibrating cathedral gongs activated by hammers inside the casing. And the price? A wallet-busting $661,500 US. Bulgari has unveiled its 5th and newest property, the Bulgari Resort Dubai, to a selected audience with an array of spectacles from live music and dance to exceptional cuisine and pyrotechnic shows. Invited guests included model Bella Hadid and Oscar-winning actress Alicia Vikander. The food was headed up by Michelin-starred chef Nico Romito, and Italian culture was at the heart of the event. Hawkstone Hall, the magnificent Grade 1 listed 18th century mansion set within 88 acres of beautifully manicured gardens, has been purchased. Amazingly, these new owners become only the 4th owners of Hawkstone Hall in its 550-year history. A sympathetic refurbishment is being planned to restore the spectacular Georgian property to its former splendour, after which the 43,000 square foot building will stand proudly as one of the most opulent hotels and exclusive wedding venues in the UK. In culinary news, from now, ANA, Japan's largest and only 5-star airline, has announced Taste of Japan by ANA, Explore the Regions. This is the second phase of its hugely successful culinary series, which first launched back in September 2013. For this phase, ANA will closely examine 8 regions of Japan, focusing on each region for 6 months, showcasing the culinary specialties and hidden gems across the country. ANA will also begin introducing a taste from each region to all passengers on select European, North American and Latin American routes by expanding their Taste of Japan by ANA menu to economy class. In more culinary news from the Asian region, in the 2018 Tokyo Osaka Michelin Guide, Azure 45 at the Ritz-Carlton was awarded a Michelin star for the 3rd consecutive year. Also added to the list this year were Labai at the Ritz-Carlton Osaka and Tempura Mizuki at the Ritz-Carlton Kyoto, who each received a Michelin star. These additions make 9 stars in 8 Michelin-starred restaurants at 7 Ritz-Carlton hotels for 2018. In the UK, Michelin-starred chef Chris Bauer has launched an affordable private dining service across London. Chris and his team will create elegant menus cooked and served at the client's home from £55 per person. Chris brings 20 years of award-winning culinary know-how, extraordinary creativity and a northern sense of humour to his bespoke menus. He counts a Michelin star and 3 AA rosettes among his accolades and has cooked at some of the UK's most prestigious restaurants. Michelin-starred food in the comfort of your own home from £55 per person? Sounds a bargain. We just had to show you one of the latest creations from Monte Grappa. Their Antonia Canova pen is an homage to the Italian sculptor famous for his work in marble. Canova is often regarded as the greatest of the neoclassical artists. His work was inspired by the Baroque and the Classical Revival, but made more contemporary by getting rid of the melodrama and adding a human element. The entry-level Canova pieces consist of 260 fountain pens and 260 rollerball pens in a polished bronze trim with black resin, and a pen barrel made in a special marble composite. Now these start from €1,700 for each piece. But if you're really after exclusivity, there are 12 fountain pens and 12 rollerball pens produced with solid 18 karat gold trim. These more exclusive pens cost between €15,900 and €19,900, depending on whether you choose a fountain pen or a rollerball. Finally, it's always nice to hear the luxury industry giving back. At the Verve Rally's inaugural fundraising ball at the Bloomsbury Ballroom in London, around 120 very generous guests helped raise more than £10,000 for the Make-A-Wish Foundation. The foundation helps put a smile on the faces of terminally ill children. If you want to make a contribution to the Make-A-Wish Foundation, just type Make-A-Wish in Google for a link to their website. Unfortunately, that's all we can fit in for this edition of our Luxury News Show. Don't forget that our editorial team is, as I speak, heading off to luxurious and exotic locations around the world. You can read all their latest travel, restaurant and motoring reviews on luxuriousmagazine.com. And if that's not enough, there's more than 60,000 pages of luxury news to keep you occupied. My name is Paul Godbold. Thank you very much for watching.